Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Oh yeah. Friday nights, red lights, mic check live. Stats on the screen, yeah, we break it down right. From buzzer beaters to the last second call. If it's champion sports, then we cover it all. Johnny C in the chair with the vision and flow. Bill built this from the ground, now the whole league knows. Analysis sharp, no fluff, just facts. When the score goes final, we're running it back. This is champion sports, turn it up, let it play. Johnny C in the Lex, yeah, we run the whole game. Hot takes, cold truth, every angle dissected. When the boys speak, it's officially wrecked. From the first tip off to the final selection. If you want the real talk, listen to the CS. Executioner, cutting through the noise with precision. Every word hits hard, no extradition. The bass get heated, but the facts stay clean. Two voices, one standard, best show on the scene. No gimmicks, no bias, just knowledge and grind. If you miss a story, we'll rewind the time.
All right, ballers, gamers. It's time for another show. And we're glad to be with you on this January 15th. And it's time to talk NAIA sports, men's basketball specifically. I got one question for you. Are we actually rewarding the best teams in the NAIA? I'll say it again. Are we actually rewarding the best teams in the NAIA or just the loudest resumes? Yeah, I said it. It's really kind of like the rankings and the coaches poll, I guess I'm attacking. And I want to do it in the nicest way I can, but who's really getting rewarded, why, and how does it work is really the question at hand. And this is going to surround this idea, kind of all of today's topics and what we talk about. So, James, tell me, give me an opening thought. Is this real? Are those rankings real? Or is it just about the resume?
There's a website with rankings on them, and I cannot fully understand how they ended up with that top 25. Whoa. Came out, and it's been 24 hours, too. I mean, it's been out for a little bit. We saw some games, and I'm still totally confused as to how some teams
give us an example.
Let's start with how about LSU Shreveport. Love them, but
where were they?
They were 25th.
So they just made it into the numbers.
They were the previous poll. Now they're 15th.
15.
10 spots up.
Whoa.
And you go, well, what did they do to get 10? I feel like you got to beat the number one team in the country to move up 10 spots from poll to poll. And they did not. In fact, you know what they did? They lost.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, they lost to the number 2 team in the country. And they did it twice. And they kind of knew that in the previous poll. But for some reason, 10 spots up. And I just cannot figure out how losing to a team that, admittedly, Freed Hardeman's good, but I can go lose to Freed Hardeman twice. I can do it by double digits both times. I don't know why that necessitates me bumping up 10 spots in the poll. Yeah. Why are we boosting and elevating the Pilots when you look at the resume and you go, they're beating up on one of the worst teams, one of the worst conferences in the country in the Red River.
True.
They're losing to the teams in the good conferences like the Mid-South, and then they go 10 spots up in the polls.
Wow.
What are we doing here?
A lot of shots fired from the Lexecutioner.
I can't do anything about it, John. They're the ones putting them up 10 spots.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, man. Even in that case, the rewards there, I don't know that they have a resume that's like the loudest and proudest resume, just for the facts. I mean, they lost also to Nelson. I mean, it was an away game. They're losing to good teams, but like you said, I mean, That wasn't a double digit.
Let's briefly go over their non-conference wins.
Okay.
So they beat Wiley by 44.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Oklahoma City by 1.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City just beat Langston, so I mean they're pretty good. So they beat them by 1. Then they lose. They lose to Nelson in overtime. Lose to Freed Hardeman. Beat Texas A&M Texarkana, one of questionable team by. They beat them by 3. Like that's it. They lose by Freed Hardeman again. Then it's conference here. Jarvis Christian, Texas College, LSU.
Yeah, not a strong conference.
It's not. They did beat Florida Memorial by 6.
In the Champion Sports ranking, I think those guys are in the 80s.
Yeah,
70s or 80s.
Yeah, if Florida Memorial's top 10, you go, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're 80s. If you did.
So the wins are not.
They're not
really
in the tournament right
stacking
now.
up.
It's 64 in tournament.
And this is a little bit problematic coming off of last year's tournament debacle.
I know some coaches at Texas
in.
A&M, San Antonio that would like to have, or Texarkana would like to have a word. Like they would.
Yeah,
they would love.
There was a couple other teams there. Texas College. There were some other teams that may have should have gone. So I think now you got to be really sensitive. You put yourself in the tournament. Now you got to be a little bit concerned about the public.
Yeah.
How the public views it. I think that's why maybe you're kind of hot taking that one. That's a pretty hot take, James. I don't disagree with it actually, and so I can't fight you. I want to fight you, but I got one. On the newest poll, Langston drops, I believe, from 5 to 7. This is coach's poll.
Sounds right.
CSRI, we can't get them above 30. And
there's a reason
I
for
had
that.
a problem with that at first.
Yeah.
I had a real with the way the algorithm was working but it's looking at just briefly the Champion Sports ranking index is really looking at everything that could be absolutely looked at statistically, strength of schedule. It's looking at opponents.
You're dropping bars, man.
Yep. It goes like 5 deep, and it plays ping pong, and it really tries to figure out. And I argued with the AI on that and said, no, there's no way. They're much better. They're like championship wins, defenses are winning championship, right? That's kind of the
and Langston's got
cliche.
a defense. They got a defense.
And I'm like, okay, so how are these coaches getting to this place? Well, there's a couple ways, so we got to be careful on not blaming the coaches too much. Yeah, they have to weigh in. And Raiders weigh in, and it goes through 21 conferences and each arc and all that. And everybody's arguing, my guys should be in, right? So Langston is top of one of the toughest conferences. I think top 4, maybe 4th toughest conference in the nation out of 21. And that could change, but it looks like it. It looks like that's a real thing. But here's what I would say. Who wants to go play Langston? Who? Take a second and think about that. Who wants to go play Langston?
Yep, nobody.
Nobody. That's a 0.
That's pure
who
0.
in their right mind would? I would even shudder to think that Scott Moore and his undefeated Grace Lancers, as amazing as they are, and I believe they are the real deal.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody in Indiana
He's
is.
glad they're not in Indiana. He's glad they're not in
no
Michigan
one's
nearby.
Like, oh man, let me game plan for Langston. I want that challenge.
I couldn't get the non-conference game. They're so far away.
Yeah.
We just couldn't make it work out this year. Yeah.
So you look at that kind of thing and you go, okay, I understand why people would vote that way. And while the data doesn't suggest, and as much as we fight with the data, And I am kind of a money baller. I believe in the statistical analysis a lot. I believe it tells. And as much as I argued with the AI on where they were placing them, like at 32, I believe it was, they said they're the most vulnerable, highly ranked team there is. And it was because they don't put many points on the board. But if they could keep you from putting points on the board, and that's why they say, defense wins championships. It at least puts you in the game to win every time. Yeah. We know that is true. Well, they took a loss to Oklahoma City. Yeah. Well, okay, that doesn't necessarily prove AI was right, but it does give strength to the argument. Okay, so maybe Langston a little bit overrated, but I think you're going to get those votes because nobody in their right mind would want to face off with Chris Wright and those guys.
Certainly not in Langston, Oklahoma.
Never in Langston, but
that's the Lions game right there.
Like, no one's wanting to see them show up in any postseason. Like, keep us away from them. That is going to be the narrative. Well,
I got another one for you.
Okay,
real quick.
Go ahead.
Arizona Christian, 4 losses, still in the top 10. 4 losses.
Yeah,
still there.
Again. Yeah, they're proving they are not.
Great team last year.
Not last year. It was amazing. And if you asked me at the beginning of the year, I was right there on the boat saying, yep, these guys definitely top 5. They're going to be. The acquisition of Drew Goodline, this team was going to just be right there at the end. Maybe they have some chemistry issues. It appears possibly there's a little more to the story, but you got 4 losses, and I don't think you reward those guys by keeping them up there. And it may hurt the psyche of the team in this particular situation.
Yeah, but there's a point where it goes, hey, if you play playoff teams, like you play tournament teams, and you lose, maybe you shouldn't be in the tournament. Like LSU, you play Friedhart twice and you lose, you're not better than them. Like you shouldn't be anywhere near.
Yeah, well,
there should
in that particular case, I agree.
That's a very specific. But like
ACU, I'm not saying they're not a tournament team. I just don't know that they're a top 25er, and keep them close.
Not top 10. They're not there.
I'm a reference.
And they're coming off a loss to Hope International.
Hold on, real quick.
Which they conveniently place slightly ahead of them at 9 spot, just slightly there. But no, there's.
I'm going to make one argument for LSUS. CSRI has them at 12.
Really?
That's pretty crazy. Crazy.
Because they're beating up all these Red River teams by 30, 40?
Yeah, stats are going to look good. The SOS, not great, but I mean, they're. It's kind of indicative you're doing what you should do. You've lost to the arguably best team in the country, top 2.
Fine. Here's I misspoke earlier, but Benedictine Mesa lost to Hope International on Saturday.
Yep.
Benedictine Mesa barely makes it in the top 25 in the Coaches Bowl. Can you scroll down on that? They're at the bottom here. So Arizona Christian at 10. Keep that in mind. Keep going down. Yeah, Benedictine, number 19. Benedictine beat Arizona Christian 82-70. They beat them by double digits. Benedictine Mesa has 1 loss. How are they 9 spots lower than Arizona Christian? You got a head-to-head win.
Yeah.
You're done. Like that. There's no way you can lose 3 more games and lose head-to-head and be 9 spots ahead of them.
Well, just to show you the difference in the actual data, the data points, Arizona Christian is 50 in the CSRI.
And Benedictine's probably top 25, at least. Only got 1 loss. I mean,
actually, they're number 5.
Number 5?
Yeah. Yeah, they got great stats. And the strength of schedule. I mean, they got all the things. I actually think they're good. So,
Benedictine Mesa?
Yeah. I've peeped them. They look good. So, they pass all the tests for me. Maybe 5's a little rich, but I think they're top 15.
But what poll can you make where Benedictine Mesa is 5, or in this case 9 spots lower than Arizona Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll admit Benedictine Mesa, you guys got to schedule some better team. You've played a couple of technical preschools this year. You got to get a little better on the schedules, but you still, hey, win the games. They win and when they play good teams, they're beating them too. As a player, what are you going to do? Like a coach says, go out there and win a game. I just go win a game. I do it every single time until, admittedly, a Good Hope International team.
So let's kind of advance forward just a little bit. So with this, which close wins that have happened over the last couple of days? There's been some big games, and maybe conference big games, I should say, because like last night, 1 versus 3, that was huge, but 1 stomped all over 3.
All over. It
wasn't close. So we can't really talk about it as a close game. But in conferences, there's a lot of really close games. Which games mean something? Which ones kind of produced a storyline at a good talking point? But really, there's nothing there. We call it fool's gold. Give me a game. I've got one in mind that I want to talk about. But I know you had a couple games that you were looking at.
Yeah, I think the Graceland games. Was that yours?
Well, I mean, I have a couple, but Graceland was definitely one because they have their stock is going way up all the time, right? I don't know where they are on the coaches poll.
Where the coaches put them. Can you scroll up over there? I think are they even on the coaches poll? Do the coaches even give them respect? Nah. Let's see.
Yeah, no, they do. They've got to. There's no way they don't.
Number 20. They
got them at 20. That's a little disrespectful. CSRI. So we ranked the Graceland at 10. But they took a tough loss, right?
Yeah, but okay, to William Penn, which...
But is that loss fool's gold, or is that like something legitimate and we need to raise the flag? Yellow flag, worry, something's going on here.
Graceland? No. Yeah. There's nothing to worry about. No red flags at all. Because William Penn, they're 13-5.
They're number 2, if I'm not mistaken, in the Heart of America, right?
Right, yeah. They're top in the conference. That William Penn athletic program is going through a renaissance right now across the sports. Like they're on the up and up as a whole, as a school.
Yep.
They and Graceland played well in that game. Like as a coach, when you have 5 players that hit double digits, you're feeling good. It's not like one dude had to go score 80 points and you lost 80-81. Yeah. You're like, okay, now you gotta have a red flag when something crazy like that happens. But no, when the whole team's playing and it's close, it's one and it's tied at halftime. Like it's not like it's a game where one team got a 20-point lead like the Grace Bethel game, where one team just jumps out ahead and Bethel just couldn't catch up. But played decent second half. I think when you see that and it's just that close, no, William Penn needs more consideration, not Graceland getting dinged. Which Graceland, 20. I mean, dude, you played a really good William Penn team. Lost by. In other conferences, they go, oh, yeah, it's just because it's such a good conference, sir. So competitive, man. Guys up, great coaches, and
100%. I'm 100% with you. That is a bit. If they get dinged,
which they should,
I don't think they should. But if they get dinged, I don't know that that's right, because I think they're a really, really good team. Yeah. We've been able to watch a little bit of them. They pass the eye test. They do a lot of good things. They're a very, very good team.
You're right.
And it was they go on the road.
You got to be deep to get in these tournaments. You can't just have a guy. You can't make it in these NAIA tournaments where you play every day.
Do you think you're going to kind of do the Grace thing and go undefeated?
Yeah.
That's just no. It's rare. Not going to happen. It is unbelievably rare. Yeah. And I don't ding them at all. We have them at 10. I we haven't rerun the numbers. We could rerun them every day, and it's going to look a little different depending on outcomes. So I'm sure the PRS, which is our strength of schedule algorithm, I'm sure that's not. It's going to have a little bit of devaluing, but like 12, 13. I don't think they should be down at 20, to be honest with you. I think they're very, very good. They remind me just a little better version of that Baker team that a couple years ago that was really, really good.
Went on a run.
Yeah, but I just think the Graceland is even better than that. So better than the Evangel team that year that also, I believe, went all the way to the Final 8.
Yeah.
So,
and then had to play Grace.
yeah.
So.
So conference wins, and you ask any coach anywhere, they're always the conference wins. It's hard to win. So, yeah, we're preemptively, I guess, guarding Grayson, but the numbers are there.
We do this with other conferences.
All right, so here's another game that I'll bring up.
Yeah.
Do we need yellow? Is this a yellow flag or is this just fool's gold? Taylor goes to Spring Arbor and wins by 1. If I remember right, I know I'm close, but I believe CSRI has Spring Arbor at 57.
Okay.
Taylor's on the CSRI. They're way high.
And they're
that might be 5th. Let me look it up.
Yeah, they're 23rd in the coaches poll right now.
Taylor is 8.
They finally got in. I think they just
Taylor's a top 10 team.
Top 10?
Yeah, statistically. Strength of schedule and stats. They prove out they're a top 10 team.
I see they're scary.
Do you go to 57 and almost lose?
I'm also not going to sound the alarm on this. I mean, we talked about Crossroads being a top 3 conference in the country. They're playing a very dangerous Spring Arbor team that might be top 3 in every other conference in America. And it's close. Again, close at halftime. Yeah. I think there's nothing to be scared of if I'm a Taylor Trojan. I'm no issues.
Okay, well, I'm
and you got the win.
Cautiously starting to pull up the yellow flag.
What?
Yeah. I think right now, cautiously, I like Taylor. I want them to do really well. I'm kind of like a fan of the program, the school,
the Silent Night game.
Yeah, they just got a lot of really cool stuff. So I want them to be all that and a bag of chips, as the kids used to say.
Coming back.
But I think you got to just. I know that everybody's going to say it's hard to win in Spring Arbor.
It's true. That was a road game. That's true.
Yeah.
Road games, Crossroads.
If
tough to
you're
win road
top
games.
10 in the nation,
It's tough.
I give that argument a little less credibility.
Okay. To be top 10 doesn't matter if you're on the road or home. You just got to be able to go out and win.
And that's
win
what
win by how much?
That's what the for real
how
teams
much you want to
do.
see to keep that flag? How much you want to see them win by?
Oh,
5?
More
15?
than 5.
Okay.
No, not 15.
Okay.
But I say a 6 to 8 win, and you've done something.
Okay.
Like you've done what you were supposed to do.
Okay.
Yeah, you controlled the game. You didn't give it up. You didn't do.
Yeah, 1 point's too razor thin for your one shot.
Yeah. With a top 8
you want
team.
a 2-possession win. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. So statistically, they weren't even close. There's about 50 points difference in ranking. That's a easy win no matter where you play it. Play it at the North Pole, South Pole.
Spring Arbor, they got to play Crossroads every single night. I mean, they don't even have a losing record, and they're playing tough schedule.
Every conference can say that. I just said it. Every coach plays in a conference. And they're going to all say, it's hard to get wins.
So hard.
It's hard.
Up and down.
Got to play them twice. Hard. We get it. It is hard. Not discrediting
the tournament
that.
3 times.
But if you're a top 8 team, you got to act like a top 8 team.
Yeah, I agree.
So
but I think
and we kind of got to apply that a little bit to Graceland. But I would say William Penn is a better team than Spring Arbor.
I will agree on that.
So,
but
that was our justification, right?
It is.
They took a loss, went to William Penn. So those are like 2 games, and there are a lot of games out there. One thing I'll tell you, and you guys, if you didn't know, you know, we're down in the South. We're in Texas. We're in the Dallas area. Yeah. So we know the Sooner Athletic Conference. We could be accused of being biased, but we're doing our doggonest. That's why I like data and analytics, right? Just plug it in, try to take some of that out. We get this, the eye test is much more real for us when we talk about Sooner Athletic Conference, Red River Conference, maybe even KCAC, because we get to see those guys a lot more. But we try our best to peep in on all the other games. The best,
We're watching.
if you guys offer it for free, we're definitely catching some of that. But I would say here's a good. I saw Nelson lose to College of the Ozarks last Saturday, and that's when you start, like, your arm starts going on with the yellow flag. Like,
Yeah.
are you guys overrated?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you are, but are you? And so here's what we got to look for. All right, so we'll even kind of put Graceland in this, but especially with Taylor. Prove me wrong. This next win, make it a big win. Make it a big win.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing Grace or someone ranked above you. But there's not that many teams.
But if you're playing a team that's middle of your conference or lower,
no, you got to go make a statement.
bring.
And
the
that's
sledgehammer.
exactly what on Tuesday night. I believe we did the last show either on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. But Nelson goes after that horrific loss,
That was
which
Monday.
was a
it
fun
Monday.
game,
Yeah.
but a terrible loss for Nelson to be that highly ranked. They go over to their rivals away and just put a beat down on Texas Wesleyan. Did what they were supposed to do. Yeah.
Yep.
They did what they were supposed to do. Texas Wesleyan, not bad.
No.
Not bad at all. So you did exactly what you were supposed to do. You go and you win decisively.
And you want to see Graceland do that. And
I do want to see, but especially want to see Taylor do that, because with their, those are
Nelson
for us
Nelson
it's a 10 and an 8
in the last poll.
Yeah.
And if you're saying
but
Taylor's
for us,
top 12,
we
top
don't.
10, they gotta do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Nelson's pretty low on the CSRI.
Well,
they're 29. It'll change a little bit because we don't have that new win in there.
I think Nelson's top 30. I don't think they were.
Sure.
I don't think they were.
I think they're like 25 now.
Yeah, but
I'm looking at
coaches. Let's see.
numbers.
Coaches did them 17.
Yeah.
Ozark's not 17. Ozark's not sniffing top 25 and at all. They're but still, you got to be able to find a way to win those games when you're playing those lower teams in the conference. Even if you're in a good conference, right?
Yeah.
Because Grace wins them. Grace shows up every night.
Yep.
And they don't lose to Spring Arbor. They don't lose to Bethel. They go up 20 points in the first half on Bethel. That's what
I guess the question we should be asking about Grace, and I'm gonna tease something real quick. Well, no, this is good. This is good.
All right.
We have special guests next Thursday.
Oh.
Head coach Scott Moore.
Oh. He gonna join us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We think if everything aligns right the way it is, I think we're in pencil at least right now.
Okay.
For a Thursday sit-in with Coach Moore, and we got a lot of good questions for him. But if you have some questions you want us to ask him, be sure to drop it in either the Discord or in the comments. But my first question is going to be, he's not going to like it.
Okay. You go to start off with a question he doesn't like?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Not even gonna start him with little.
No, you got to do it. You got to put it in. And we'll get to the good questions after that.
I'm trying to figure
it's
out.
not a
I'm
good
trying to think,
question.
what question do you ask him to kind of like a? Not
Well,
a gotcha,
the last
like
undefeated team and this team, which one's better? Which one's better?
His undefeated from like
2 years ago. Yeah, Elijah Malone and the Twins.
Man.
That team was ridiculous. Yeah, that team was ridiculous. And still, I'm sad to this day they didn't win it all.
That was a crazy.
If I was a gambling man, I would have probably put a lot on that one.
Yeah.
But
you were a gambling man, you would have been a poor man.
Yeah, I would have probably lost a lot. But this team seems to be very real, like that one, and maybe this is what we got to get out of him.
Yeah, we got to find out. They look different. right?
They
the
look so much
swagger feels
different.
different. It feels like this year they kind of like they've almost reproven themselves.
Yeah.
That year was like,
I think there's a big team confidence here, and he's gonna, I'm sure, help us understand what this team really looks like in the locker room as well as we can see on the floor. Man, they are real.
yeah.
This team is awesome.
Clearly.
It's fun to watch.
Is it the no losses that convince? Yeah.
Well,
they're the last one, right?
That's
I mean,
not
yeah,
just
they're the last
proud,
undefeated
loud
now, so-
resume, right? These guys, like, they can play, man. I mean, Bethel, everybody's got them high. You know, we have them at top 3 until last night, and they shouldn't get dinged too hard for that one. But, man, like, Grace came out and made a statement.
Yeah.
Right? That's a statement win.
It is.
Saying, we are number one.
And they did it after the poll comes out, right? Like there's this like you hate when you get to be you're number one.
Yeah, yeah.
The big game,
The curse.
Yep. And it wasn't close. I mean, the game really was never competitive. I mean, as soon as the whistle blew, they felt like they were up 10 points. So.
All right. So
anyway,
as we start to wind down,
that'd be good. That'd be a fun combo.
In the theme of the resume, you know, is it fake? Is it fool's gold, or is this stuff real? Are we rewarding the right teams?
Yeah.
One last question is, which team in the top, and I'm going to extend this out, not just like top 25, but we can hone in on 25. But let's say top 30, 35 receiving votes. Which team do you trust the least to be there? I think maybe I know who you would say, but it seems like
who I trust the least to be.
You fired some shots earlier, so
who I trust the least to be in the top 25
or receiving votes.
Fine, I'll say it. It's LSU Shreveport.
Really?
Yeah. They just I can't get behind the pilots right now.
I get it.
I want a signature win, John. I want a win that makes you go, this team is going to the national tournament, deep to the Fab Four. I want to see that. And all I saw was close games.
Yeah.
Close losses. I can go lose games as good as anyone else. I'm real good at it. And then, man, I'm a little suspect.
Scroll up.
Yeah,
Let me see the top.
One. Yeah. I got one that was, I don't know. Can I pick two or do you want one?
Yeah, you can.
I got one more.
I'll give you two.
I'm just suspect on. But, yeah, I mean, on that screen, well, I think we haven't brought it up yet, but the Ave Maria game.
Okay.
Kaiser.
Yeah.
I actually think Kaiser's okay.
Yeah.
They just didn't shoot the ball well.
All right. Tell it.
I'm gonna throw them. But down towards the bottom, there's a team that really I do not trust anymore. I wanted to, but
all right, let's hear it.
All right, scroll down. Go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, right here. This one right here. Oregon
Really?
Tech. Yeah, hit those 3 dots right there. They are surprisingly 12-4, but they lost on Tuesday. Didn't get calculated in this, but they lost to Southern Oregon. They've lost to Eastern Oregon. I'm not. I've been big on them before, but they lost by double digits to Arizona Christian.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Hope International by 6. I don't know. What's the appeal to me? Like, are they the team? Maybe, but no, I'm not trusting them. They need to go get some wins.
All right. Do you have one team that needs to be rewarded that wasn't?
Analytically,
or just on?
right here. Yeah, right here. Yeah,
on their poll on
that one right there. Keep an eye out for William Carey. I think they finally got in. They've been decent, but I think they're the ones that could go up. Also, major red alert. Any team from the KCAC suspect in the top 25 because they're beating each other up. They're going to get losses. So I don't know. I don't know that they can stay because someone's going to. Friends is already. I don't
scroll to the top.
But
let's look at the top 10.
Friends for sure is on major suspect alert. But
okay,
anyway,
well I think
might have taken yours there. Pick 3 out of the top 25. So I'll leave some for you.
All right. Well, yeah, I know mine are different.
Okay. You didn't have Friends. Wow, man.
So this one I think is over rewarded. The stock is inflated.
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 Right on the screen right now.
On
One
the
of those
screen
two.
right now.
Okay.
And it's going to hurt my heart to say it.
Grace.
No, 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 not at all. Oklahoma Wesleyan. There's no way they should be at 4. No way.
Okay. But you know what Oklahoma Wesleyan does, John?
Yeah, they're great at defense.
They're great at defense.
Yeah, and they've got one of the most efficient players.
They're great at rebounding.
Yeah.
They've got one of the most efficient players in the country. They went to the national championship game last year, and they showed up this year, and they're winning games.
Yeah, I mean,
And you say you don't trust them.
You know, good matchups are very key to do that for any team. It wasn't just them, but for any team. But and I trust that Donnie Boswick will have his team tuned up to be competitive in any game they ever play. I just don't think that needs to be a number 4.
I mean, to me, the best argument is just that they lost to Langston. That's like the best argument. But
Yeah, well,
but still,
and
they win games.
yeah,
They win. They beat friends.
they beat Friends. So okay, not no shade to Friends.
For the AI read the transcript,
and-
Friends
and-
College.
and
They beat
if-
Friends College, just to be clear.
and that's great. But I think
Yeah.
they're a number 11, 12. Stock's too high. Stock's too high. Stock's not too high on Grace. Stock's not too high on Freed Hardeman.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the undisputed 1-2.
It's hard to tell with Bethel right now because Grace could be just that good. But I do think Bethel's for real.
We'll find out this weekend.
Yeah.
Bethel's got.
Yeah.
They got some games. They're in a tough part of their schedule right now.
Yeah.
They got.
I think
they got Indiana Wesleyan on Saturday, 3:00.
okay. And
if they lose, then, yeah.
Hope International, I think is probably right where they need to be. They're good. They're real good.
I think they might be.
But my second team over Stock's too high.
On screen right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arizona Christian.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
yeah.
4 losses, man.
I would-
That's high. That's
yeah.
high to be.
Yeah, I'd have them receiving votes, not top 25. They got to earn it to get back up. So they're
Got 'em down
way
in the 20s. They got them at the top 10. You're like
no.
mid-20s,
I mean,
maybe
bro,
low
they-
20s.
like,
Low 20s for receiving votes. Low
No-
20s.
numbers tell it all.
Yeah.
And
Again, some
yeah,
inertia from last year's tournament run.
Yep.
I think there's a little help.
yeah.
There's a little help.
I think Pikeville's probably probably where they should be. Maybe they could be. If I was to say, hey, could push one up a little bit. I think they're pretty real. I get it. They're Appalachian, so I guess any Appalachian team should be shaking hands and kissing babies and saying thank you for your vote. But
Appreciate your support.
they're really good. They are. They're really good. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Grayson. Taylor, is another one. I think they're kind of right where they need to be. Surprise for me is Bellevue.
Bellevue. It's such a
Yeah, they're
changing
doing well.
conferences. Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to be.
Frontier. I think Frontier is actually a really tough conference.
No.
Montana Tech's very tough. Very, very tough.
Maybe.
So
I might have them on suspect alert. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see.
I don't know, man. Those guys.
That
can
conference
play,
is that conference is so different now.
Yeah.
Like it's you're getting rhythms, right, of your schedule. Now it's like
Friends is
you gotta travel
probably
further than you're used to.
Did Friends land on
The ladies coaches poll?
Poll?
Yeah, they're here like 14. Yeah,
Yeah.
right here. Look at that.
too high? Too
Look
high.
at that. 14
Too high.
ahead of LSU Shreveport.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Not a top 25.
nope, not top 25.
Big time.
And just to be clear, they Friends lost was it last night to Southwestern 74-71. This poll came out before that, but I think that loss alone drops them at least 3 spots, probably 5.
Yeah.
Again, but going back to my point on the KCAC, Bethel down there at 25. Southwestern's might be on the up and up. You know what I mean? Like No KCAC team is safe.
Yeah.
Right now.
So this is the hard thing. How do you know when a conference is the density of talent is good and they beat up on each other in a good way, or these big conferences that are super dense in the middle when they're just not that good, but they're still beating up on each other? So that's hard. You got to just look at the data.
Either way, it's hard. It's true. You're right. When that happens, you have to. Right.
Right now, we say we think pretty highly of KCAC. It's really, to me.
But I can't tell who's the best team after Oklahoma Wesleyan right now. I can't pick a.
Yeah. I mean, there's some guys that think that.
Maybe it's Southwestern. Like, we don't know. There's so much games. So much
there could be an outlier waiting and about to get chemistry and about to do some damage. I mean, Evangel.
Speaking of recent tournament,
they're not bad. It's not a bad conference. We may have overhyped them just a little bit on the last show. But maybe instead of being the third best, I think they might be the fifth best.
Okay.
Sooner is very, very tough and very dense. Look out. Look out. OPSU. They looked terrible.
Terrible.
Right? Terrible team.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're turning. Something's turned around for them. And they're playing basketball now. They're not they're legit playing. They could shock anybody.
Heating up.
Yeah. I mean, you got MacU who can beat anybody. I think Nelson plays MacU tonight. Is that right?
Yeah.
At MacU. So that's going to be interesting.
Great coach at MacU, right? Like he
a national championship winner.
That's right. He does have one of those.
Gambler.
He does have one of them rings.
Yeah, he's got a ring.
He's got a ring. So
he knows how to win.
He does.
Yeah.
In fact, I think he's the only coach in the conference with a ring.
Yeah. Coaches.
Yeah.
Definitely not the schools. A lot of schools.
No, right. Just saying, current head coaches. Yeah, he's probably the.
Yeah.
And he's top 4 in that what we say is a top 5 conference. I mean, they're there.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Maybe we got to put the Lions back on suspect alert. But anyway, yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, we'll know tonight, right?
We will.
We'll see tonight.
Like Friends went through this. They had a tough schedule and they lost 2, and now you go, okay, we got to.
Yeah.
We have to reevaluate. We have data now, right? Data against good teams. Let's evaluate that.
Yeah, I think Friends receives votes, but that's about it. That's where it should. But I'm not blaming the coaches. Tough kind of thing. There's no way they can know. There's no way. They have to take other people's words for it. Yeah. They got teams to coach. I wish there was a little bit different way.
I want to be clear.
I know they're trying.
It's unfair to a coach to be like, hey, take 200 teams, pick 25, get them in order, get it right. Yeah. Also, you got practice, and not all these games are even streamed for free to even watch. Yeah. And you're just looking at box scores.
Thanks, Grace. It'd be nice if you guys. That's a bone I might pick.
Take down that.
I know he has nothing to do with it.
Make that your last question for him.
Yeah.
Tear down that paywall, mister. We have to. So these coaches, it's a rough go, and I know they got the whole arc thing, but man,
there was a fun game last night.
You got teams with 4 losses in the top 10. Something's wrong with your system.
Yeah. All right. This has nothing to do with what we were talking about, but Northwestern Ohio and Lords.
Yeah.
I like the Lords program, and that's a conference no one ever talks about. So
and you love great basketball games.
Yeah. And that was a double overtimer, and Lords barely wins 111-107. That had to be a fun one to be a part of.
Yeah, you love those double
thriller
digits. Yeah.
Go
to shoot free throws, and he's a little weak from running for a game and a half.
Yeah.
Those are the games you think about in July, August, as you're like, can't wait for basketball season. You think about those games.
We didn't spend too much time on Mid-South, and we want to see a few more games before we got them at 2 as a conference, and Freed really has a lot to do with that. I think Georgetown's good. I think Cumberland's is good. They're always good, right? Those are solid teams, and they're always going to be competitive. The Patriots. I love that gym too.
Yeah.
I like watching their stream.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Those guys do a good job over there.
Kentucky and basketball. I mean, that's
it is. It's what it's supposed to be. They do it right. All right. Well, that was today's episode. Really just talking about the rewarding of teams. Are there teams that should be there? Are there teams that shouldn't be there? On the heels of the new coaches poll being released yesterday, we just felt like we had to talk about it. It's a lot of fun. If you've got a different idea or opinion of what that should look like and you dissent with myself or James, feel free, man. Lay it on us. This is open debate, and we enjoy it. It'll be a lot of fun. So I'd like to hear other people's opinion. I know we don't talk enough. We didn't talk any G-Pack. Everybody thinks I hate the G-Pack. I actually don't hate the G-Pack. I like them. I think Northwestern is a very interesting watch. Yeah. Morningside is going to be. I think they're just going to get better as the season goes. Tough, another tough conference. So a lot to talk about. We got more fodder than we can imagine for the future episodes. Hopefully we'll see you next Tuesday. Remember, also on Tuesday's episode, we got to record it, but I got a guy that is awesome from Cascade Hoops, and he's going to really, it's another conference we haven't talked about, really don't know a ton about, and we really need to get to know. We just know they're the reigning, as a conference, they're the reigning NAIA champions. Yeah. They have a red banner of College of Idaho. So there's that. So you will have that for you on Tuesday, and then Thursday with Lord willing, head coach of the Grace Lancers, Scott Moore, will be here. He's agreed to it. I'm just allowing for things to go wrong. Sure. But right now it's a done deal as far as we can see. So that's going to be exciting. All right, till next time, thanks guys for joining us and lifting up the NAIA. Remember, man, the more we talk about it, the more we put these student athletes, wonderful student athletes out there to be heard, and these wonderful schools, they need some promotion. So you guys yak it up, talk it up, put it on the socials, tell everybody to watch what we're doing. There's other guys that are doing some good stuff. We'll bring them on as well. We want to promote everybody that loves NAIA sports, and especially right now, basketball. We got a lot of women's to catch up on on Tuesday as well. Great
games this weekend.
This weekend, go to CSPI, to our website, and watch at least the outcomes. It's an easy place. You can get caught up on all the scores. All right.
Yep.
Till next time, may the Lord be with you.
Friday nights, red lights, mic check live. Stats on the screen, we break it down right. From buzzer beaters to the last second call. If it's champion sports, then we cover it all. Johnny C in the chair with the vision and flow. Built this from the ground, not a whole lead notes. Analysis sharp, no fluff, just facts. When the score goes final, we're running it back. This is champion sports, turn it up, let it play. Johnny C in the Lex, we run the whole game. Hot takes, cold truth, every angle dissected. When the boys speak, it's officially wrecked. From the first tip off to the final selection. If you want the real talk, listen to the CS. Execution of cutting through the noise with precision. Every word hits hard, no it's addiction. Debates get heated, but the facts stay clean. 2 voices, 1 standard, best show on the scene. No gimmicks, no bias, just knowledge and grind. If you miss a story, we'll rewind the time.